Though, what would you say are some of your bucket list goals? Whether it's just like pure enjoyment to do or travel, and also like professional career aspirational wise.
For sure, travel to become more world renowned with my impact, and I see it happening. But just kind of like to start to feel it in other places. Like no, wait, to be able to experience like the love in other places when I'm traveling. Like to be able to impact them in the same way that I feel like I've impacted cities that I've been to. Being able to eclipse certain heights within on one element, building certain relationships with the greatest people in that area. Because I'm big on like just being a part of greatness, like empowering it, embracing it, and contributing to it. So being able to meet like the top of the top people and gain their respect, right? Not just meet them, hey, how you doing, but really like where they become my peers. That's like a real bucket list goal of mine. In the space of being an author, so I want to meet the greatest authors. I throw my own events, right? So I always wanted to sell out like arenas, right? That's like a big goal for me to be able to like, cause I'm a good host, so I'm gonna host on the stage, like, cause being a host gives me the opportunity to perform songs, be like a stand-up comedian. Like you've seen me host at my show, so do that at the largest level, like be able to take that same live podcast or something similar, comedy, poetry, put the event together, but it be in front of thousands of people, right? So that's a bucket list goal. See the world, but in a way that's like, I want to see it from a wealthy perspective. I want to fly my jet, see that shit, bro. Like, I don't just want to see it. I want to, because you could just use your passport to go. No, I want to power up the jet, put that bitch in the sky, and see it that way. Another bucket list goal is, some of my bucket list goals I'm actually living in, but I see myself as a certain type of CEO. So I'm in the process right now to start my home care business, whatever the case may be. And this is breaking news because I haven't announced it, but I'm in the process of doing that.
Breaking news.
Yeah, so there's a certain way I want to run my company. And I see myself, I already had a glimpse of it with First Step Marketing, being the CEO I like to be, wearing my suits around the office and all that. But I was 25 years old, fresh off being in the streets, not really knowing shit. I've never had a fucking corporate job in life, just going off what I think it should be like. Now I actually got real deal experience of both working with corporate businesses, working with small businesses, being in environments, seeing other people in certain roles. And now I really know what I want that to look like. So that's a bucket list goal, to just build my company to be a $100 million company. You know what I mean? So just those things, $100 million company, travel the world from a wealthy perspective, and in a respectful manner of having an impact, right? I don't just want to go there and be a nobody. I want to go there and be somebody that's like speaking and giving back and, donating and doing all this type of philanthropy work, but at the same time being respected for what I do in the relationship space and as an author. And then the other thing I said was just being able to create and foster relationships with people at the highest level, the greatest people. I want them to respect me as one of the greats, and as a peer. Like, and like I feel like sometimes like we chase up and like not even realizing that we coming up with greatness. So like the goats of who we are is becoming right now. But we always look at the goats of who we seen coming up. So it's like, I guess I want to kind of get their respect, but at the same time still maintain the respect of my peers and let them know like I'm one of the ones too.
Gotcha. Side question before I say mine. Let's just say you could fast forward, you can look into the future, like 30, 40 years from now.
Yeah.
And you see that you built a company, but it's only worth, not say only, but it's not worth $100 million, it's worth $25 million. What would you say to that?
From that aspect, it would come down to, did I create the culture in the company that I wanted? Because that's more important. Like, the culture of the company is my goal. The money is a result of the culture. So if it's worth $25 million, I'm cool with that, because it's not a monetary. I'm not. I know some people might like, no, you gotta see it. You gotta see them. It's like that part is like, it's more so the culture for me. But I say like it at least has to be worth north of $20 million for me to be. Because I would feel like
I did my job.
Yeah, for sure. Because I feel like for my vision, it's not. It's $100 million is I can see it. So 25 is just me doing 25% of what I saw. Anything less than that is like, nigga, did you try? Nigga, did you give effort? Like, you feel me? I didn't build multiple companies up to be from nothing to six figures, and then I've even helped six-figure companies go to 7. So it's like, I actually better go to 9, 10, like, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, got you. Yeah, so some of mine is same with the traveling thing. I actually, my grandma works with like these rich ass Asians, crazy rich Asians, pun intended. And they own like a hotel and shit like that. And they were the first people I heard that took a cruise around the world. And
come on.
And they
different.
Cost like $100,000 per ticket. And that was like the wild shit I ever heard. It was like 10, 15 years ago. And that was the wild shit I ever heard of. And I was like, Yeah, like
That's wealth.
yeah, like
That's life, bro.
yeah.
That's how we supposed to live. Not, you crammed up 6'4" in a commercial flight and they
Hate
got
it.
you on the middle seat.
Hate it.
Yeah. Now you got to negotiate with Bob on the end because you need more leg room and you got to hope the emergency exit I'll open up for you.
Now I'm mad at my girl. You take my armrest.
Yeah. You got to see. I got an armrest strategy because I want to hear the rest of your bucket list goals. But just simply, if you watch an armrest strategy, is somebody got from here to here and somebody got from there to there.
Right.
So that's
but
the strategy.
I just got big ass arms, long arms, and it just be not be it. As I told you, my first class or 3 seats.
Respect, luxury.
Yeah. Rich. But yeah, so I definitely want to do something like that where I know I looked up something where you can travel, you can take a cruise around Africa. And I thought that was amazing, like to see the entire continent. So I want to do some type of travel the whole fucking globe, travel the whole continent of Africa. So I'll do some shit like that. Actually, shout out to one of our guests. He recently said it's actually something I've been thinking about for years. But basically do something like a YMCA for the arts, and just something that would just be just a staple in Philly that it could be open. I don't know 24/7, but just most hours of the day, whatever the kids can go to, whether before school, during school, or after school, definitely in the summertime. You just go there and it'll just be shit that's just happening all day, whatever. I don't know if you heard of Freedom Theater. My man used to go there, and people can go there and learn tap dancing, learn dance, theater,
Bunch of shit you can't do. No, you can't dance. No, you can't tap
I learned how to
dance.
play piano. True story.
I'll give you that. You give me Beethoven as him. Mozart.
Actually, I'm drumline. I never learned how to. Still don't read. So they like, no, you gotta learn how to read this shit. I'm like, fuck that shit. Play it. Let me see it. One more time.
Oh, he's Beethoven.
I got it. Yeah. So
real Beethoven.
Yeah. And I should just learn how to read music, but whatever though. But yeah. So I thought it would be dope just have like a. How LA Fitness have Zumba class and cycling class, all that shit. Just have something where every day or most days there's somebody coming there that say, hey, I'm a fucking screenwriter, I'm a composer, I'm a rapper, I'm a producer, I'm a painter. And kids can go there and just learn these things just to have their mind occupied. Yeah. And if your house ain't safe, if the streets ain't safe, the school fucked up, whatever, you can come here. It could be reading class, all type of shit. I think something like that, I've never seen nothing like that, whatever. And that's one of my bucket lists, whatever. And so we were talking about this also with the other episode as well, just as far as my child, where I was talking about this earlier with my man, where he's talking about his nephew has some everybody I know went through when he going to college, and it's like we got to balance.
Yeah, my nephew going through the same thing.
Yeah, like I got to balance. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make it back, whatever. And they were looking at the child like, yo, what you going to do? And I'm like, yeah, in theory, I guess the child should be a part of the strategy of him paying, but he a child though. Like you could say, well, nigga, you should work now. I was like, yeah, he could and he can, but like I think that's unfortunate most times that children have to be in like their part of their parents' plans to make them go to school. Whereas like the least all parents can do is try to make sure their kid can finish school without no problems or struggles, whatever.
I think that's a ideally. I think
Yeah,
that's a good way
it's
to go
most
about it.
likely gonna be happening. So I'm saying from my vision for my child, I want that to be the least of concerns where she gonna have a balance. Yeah. I like to be like where you can go anywhere you want, and I have a whole account for you. Whether you can go to school or fucking start a school, whatever the fuck it is, whatever. And so I would think like that where my child had.